Good morning, wrestling fans. Welcome to PWR Today. It's Wednesday morning. It's May 26th, 2021. The man they call Meathead and the Matthew Thomas, my Matthew that I watch, Matthew Thomas. Good morning, Matthew.
Well, good morning. Thank you for that rousing introduction. I almost said invitation, but I guess it is an invitation.
Well, it's not an invitation for me to stare at you. I mean, because that's just creepy.
It's an invitation for our listeners for some wonderful wrestling talk is what it is.
Buckle banter. That was one of the names you proposed.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, let's talk a little bit of sponsorship. Matthew Thomas, we've only got a 20-minute show today, and it's a real 20 minutes, fresh and crisp. Who's our sponsor?
Fresh and crisp, just like my recently laundered and ironed collar and elbow collection. If you want to wear what I wear, head over to collarandelbowbrand.com, and if you want to save money that you could then send to me as a thank you for informing you about this wonderful product, you can enter promo code Linda K. And what you want to do, you want to put an L there, L as in Lithuania, I as in Indianapolis, N as in 19, D as in domino, A as in alphabet, K as in
kill me,
knowledge, A is in anniversary, and Y as
why is this going on so long?
Y, I got to get a really good one to end it on. Y as in Yosemite.
Yeah. Why is this going on forever? And I think I'm reading the promos from here on out.
You know, I listened to you guys over the last couple of days, and as great as the shows were, I was kind of confused about how to spell Linda K. And the last thing I want to do is leave our audience walking away from this show confused.
Well, I'm definitely confused on why we spend so much time on that. But our sponsor, collarandelbowbrand.com, Linda K. K-A-Y is the promo code, saving you 10%. First off, let's talk WWE news, and we've got a couple things. Adnan Virk and WWE are done. Adnan Virk was made the play-by-play announcer for the Raw brand right after WrestleMania. He lasted, approximately 7 shows? 8 shows?
7 shows, yep.
I have nothing personal against the guy at all. I wish him the best, promoted to customers, set free to explore other employment opportunities, future endeavors, but he'll get work somewhere else. I just don't think wrestling was for him, and I don't think his style was working. Matthew Thomas, thoughts on Adnan Virk and the WWE just going, it's not working out?
Yeah, I listened really, really close the first week, and I will say this much. I mean, in the last few weeks, he's kind of faded into the background for me, which is not a bad thing. What I'm saying is that, it hasn't been noticeably, he kind of lost the new guy type of deal, at least to my earbuds. But they do this. They've done it in the past, where they bring in somebody that doesn't seem to have a ton of familiarity with the product. And I know they do that a lot with writing teams. They want people from Hollywood. They want people
fresh perspectives is really what it is.
And it's just, man, wrestling's it's hard coming in. I don't want to say blind, but it's hard coming. It's a lot to pick up, and there's a lot of nuances there that make it really hard for somebody not extremely familiar with the industry, or a quote unquote outsider. So best of luck to him, and I'm interested to see what they do from here.
We all talk about the Mike Adamle thing that happened, and Jeff Harvey, Kofi, you're Jamaican me crazy, Kingston, that, and him becoming the general manager. I don't think Adnan's going to become the general manager. We have this little chat between you, me, and Linda, and no, Adnan Virk will not become the general manager. But, the difference between the Adamle thing and Virk is Virk didn't do anything wrong. I don't think he really made mistakes. I just don't think his style was working. I really don't.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily, they keep trying to, go the 3-man route. I don't necessarily know that that's the winning formula. I mean, 2 people work for how long? And hopefully where they land is going to be in the right position.
Let's talk about who takes over, because, we're going to know this Monday. when we have somebody else calling play-by-play. I honestly think that they don't go back to Tom Phillips. I think they come back to Vic Joseph.
It's very possible. It's very I don't know. It's really kind of up in the air right now. CM Punk did a great job on commentary when he was at the table. Maybe they can.
But he was a color commentator. He was an analyst. I don't think he's a play-by-play guy.
Yeah. No. Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe you put Cole back on both shows again.
No, I mean Cole could do it, but I don't want to burn Cole out. Because Cole's got a lot of work in the background that he does behind the scenes.
Yeah.
If they don't go back to Vic Joseph, I have a thought. Are you ready for it?
Let's go.
He technically is still a WWE employee. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah. I'm perfectly fine with that. He's still under contract. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And, Coach, I've heard Coach for the last, 4 or 5 years now on My Man and NFL Game. He's the halftime voice on EA Sports.
Yeah. No, I think that would be fine.
Okay. One more piece of WWE news. Velveteen Dream did come out on his Instagram and spoke on the allegations against him. He is alleged to be grooming. And for those of you unfamiliar with the term, grooming is... I'm trying to dance around this without getting too deep into it. Grooming is a very dirty, seedy act. And Velveteen Dream has had these accusations brought against him for the last year or so, and it's finally let him go. But to be honest, I don't know where they're going with this. And really, I didn't want to see Velveteen Dream on TV anymore after that. His character gave me a creepy vibe. And once these allegations came out, the character didn't help him at all. It literally fed into the allegations.
Yeah, and I don't think that you can't have that out there as a company. You can't dance around that stuff.
Again, I don't like it. And there's been grooming accusations that came out last year as well. I mean, we're not going to get any farther into it here, but Velveteen Dream gone from WWE, and I don't see him coming back. And honestly, I don't know if wrestling's the world that he needs to be in anymore.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
And I don't think I don't think that is anything anybody touches at this point.
Right. Let's talk about one more thing out of WWE. More executive releases in the WWE. Kevin Dunn has been promoted to Executive Vice President of TV Production. It looks like they're folding a lot of different departments into TV production, and it looks like Kevin Dunn's going to oversee all that. So there has been a handful of, senior vice presidents and, different departments, VPs. Looks like it's just a money-saving move, and that's fine. I mean, you understood that this was going to happen, even though we are in the recovery state and we're starting to come alive, as far as the country with, where we're at. Some companies still need to make some moves to keep them profitable, and this is it seems to be one of them. Do these people come back into the fold, or do those positions come back in the fold down the road? Maybe. Who knows?
It's very possible, and I know there's been a lot of cuts, but my goodness, Meathead, for a live event company that has not toured in a year and a half, I mean, I think all things considered, the amount of cuts that WWE has had during that time frame has been very short,
minimal,
based on everything, for what it is. I mean, you look at this thing just absolutely destroying the live event industry, and for WWE to have kept and retained as many people as they have, I think it's it's very impressive.
All right, let's talk about NXT for last night. We're not going to go over every match. We're just going to hit the high spots. And first off, this isn't necessarily a high spot, but I want to talk about the Pete Dunne and Bobby Fish match. I think Pete Dunne and Bobby Fish are very talented. Pete Dunne obviously went over on Bobby Fish. Fish just coming back from injury again. I got a very strange feeling that we talk about cuts. Fish could be next. The way they treated him in this match, I see Fish being maybe walked out the door. I don't know. It's just the way that they've been built as far as Undisputed Era. Fish
Yeah.
was always a tag team competitor, never had that singles move. Where's Roderick Strong?
Yeah.
Because Kyle O'Reilly's got his own thing, Adam Cole's got his own thing. Fish seems to be the odd man out, and I would not be surprised if Fish is jobbed out for the next couple weeks and possibly gone.
Yeah. I hope that's not the case,
I
but
hope it's not the case either.
he's been intertwined with Undisputed Era for so long, and it's whereas everybody else, they've done a pretty decent job as far as highlighting them as singles competitors.
Right.
Bobby Fish has not gotten that treatment.
No, he never has. Roderick Strong was the North American champion. Kyle O'Reilly has now moved on, and he is a singles competitor, in the main picture. And Adam Cole has always been the undisputed, quote unquote, leader of the group. So I hope it changes for Bobby Fish. I really do. We've got to talk about it. We've got to talk about the main event segment. No, it was not the main event match. It was the main event segment at the top of the hour. The $1 million face-off is Cameron Grimes was going to go face-to-face with the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. Before DiBiase gets to the ring, though, Robert Stone comes up to him, hey, Hall of Famer, nope, and whips money at him and leaves. That was fantastic as well.
DiBiase still got it.
He absolutely flung money in him and left. And, you think that it's putting the character down, but when a character gets in a segment like that, that's just a boost for Robert Stone. So
100%.
Yeah, Robbie E. looking good on TV. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I had so many thoughts, so many dreams of what could happen in this segment. I didn't see it first starting off with Cameron Grimes talking in a normal voice and say, you know what they say, never meet your idols. But this thing took a 180-degree turn when it was L.A. Knight. Yeah, let me talk to you. Matthew Thomas, before we get to the end, tell me your thoughts on the injection of L.A. Knight into this segment.
Oh, well, he's been off of TV for a few weeks, and you and I have talked about for so long how just having these two in each other's orbit would make for such great television. The thing of it is, I hadn't given up on it, but because they've been doing what they've been doing with Grimes and DiBiase,
yes,
I'd kind of forgotten about it. And then when I heard the intro music hit,
that awful
goodness,
music.
I was so excited. And this is great. I mean, these are, out of everybody in NXT, if I could pair any two people together to work, it would be these two characters right there, and we're going to get it.
Oh boy, that was fantastic.
Not only are we going to get it, is this not leading to a match at TakeOver where the $1 million belt is on the line?
Yep. And does DiBiase back L.A. Knight? Yeah, you got the $1 million body. You got the $1 million mind. Cameron Grimes, you just don't get it.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, if
DiBiase's
involvement with, I can see it working for both of these guys. You can make the case that DiBiase will help make both of these guys, and you can also make the case that both of these guys are fine on their own, and they don't need him. So any way you cut that deck, I think you come out ahead.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited about whatever possibility. Here's something else I was pretty excited about, too. Not the fact that she was about to debut, but the debut they gave her. Frankie Monet debuting. Holy smokes. It's ironic that we're coming from L.A. Knight into Frankie Monet. L.A. Knight is so uber talented on the microphone, the body, the wrestling skills, all of that, just the persona, that he's fighting uphill against a crappy song and a crappy name. Frankie Monet, better name, better song, $1 million entrance, and she's good as well. So your thoughts on, one, wearing some 27-pound wedding dress, two, just the way she carries herself, and three, her debut.
All of the above make her look like a star. And the presentation, the package that she was given last night, it's really encouraging to see, when they are putting that effort into the presentation of somebody that you have seen their work and their talent, it gets you excited. It gets you excited that they seem to be excited about that person.
Absolutely phenomenal. A ding, by the way. Main event: Karrion Kross, Finn Balor for the NXT Championship. Finn Balor, Karrion Kross 2. This match was everything we thought it would be. I was a little confused at the end by the referee grabbing the wrist because I didn't think that they checked like that anymore, to do the 1, 2, 3. But I know why it's there now, because at the 1 mark, Karrion Kross grabbed the referee's hand and started holding onto and squeezing it. So I thought that was kind of a cool spot. Here's the other thing. Again, wrestling rules. I thought that if you're holding a rope or you're under the rope and the referee does a count to break it, I didn't think you could hold the count once you broke the rope. I thought you had to start fresh. Because remember, Finn Balor was up to a 3 count with his hold, pulled Karrion off the ropes and was able to keep the hold.
Yeah. No, that's a good point, man. That's a good point.
But no, a fantastic match. Your winner of the match and still NXT champion Karrion Kross. William Regal, right before the match, says, you know what? After this, we're going to need a number 1 contender. Further cementing my thought that Finn Balor is done with NXT. I feel that there is a main roster call-up for him, possibly at the next pay-per-view.
Oh, absolutely. And my goodness, what a second run he's had in NXT. I mean, he has been that workhorse there. He has main evented how many pay-per-views, how many takeovers
he's carried
since
NXT,
he's been back in the company. Yeah. No, without a doubt. And what you really see in this second run is just how great the in-ring performance is, how great the psychology and the storytelling is in a Finn Balor match. Every Finn Balor title match that we have seen during this run is different, and they've all been great, in their special, unique way. And last night, I thought they told a great story. I like the fact that the consistent use of the double foot stomp against the guy the size of Kross, they really told a great story.
And you make a great point right there. The size of Kross. I feel Finn Balor goes to Raw and works Bobby Lashley.
That's a fantastic program. That is an absolutely fantastic program. And I mean, I could even buy it. If you need somebody for Roman, I can buy that as well too.
I can buy both.
Yeah. The Lashley one is more interesting, to me at this juncture. And they've got to get some new blood in there for Lashley and break away from the McIntyre deal that they've done for consecutive pay-per-views now.
We need a draft right now?
Absolutely. We desperately need a draft.
And I think that kind of main event.
And I think you've got a really good out too with going back on the road. You could do that and get things fresh again.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. But as I was saying, William Regal announces that we will have a triple threat next week. I believe it was Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, and Kyle O'Reilly. Triple threat. The winner of the match will go to In Your House to face Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship. Early predictions on who wins the triple threat.
The only one that I'm actually buying out of this right now is Pete Dunne. And that's based on the intensity and it's based on the style. You've got Kyle O'Reilly kind of going for this quasi-Orange Cassidy thing.
When you're done.
Mm-hmm. Right now, you've got Johnny Gargano. He's always a safe bet. He just lost the title. But I think you need somebody that can be viewed as this vicious threat to actually take on Kross the way Kross is being booked right now. And I don't think O'Reilly or Gargano is there as far as, how we are supposed to take their characters.
I'm going to contradict you and say that it's Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano will find a way. See what I did there? He will find a way to make himself relevant and give Karrion Kross a push. However, I believe Karrion Kross still wins it, but I think his competitor is Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, and man, I mean, Kross is what's so interesting about Kross? He's being booked very strong. He's being booked as this powerhouse, and we're still getting introduced to him. This has been a meteoric rise. He was not on that roster long before he got this title push, and of course, having to relinquish it. But we're still kind of learning what we've got with Kross, I feel like.
And I think Pete Dunne would be the wrong one for him because Pete Dunne is a serious contender. I need a person to contend with Karrion Kross. that I don't think is going to win the match.
Well, we shall see.
We shall see. Well, that was NXT for last night. An amazing show. Again, we've got more coming up. There is no AEW tonight. They are being pushed to Friday, head-to-head, technically, with SmackDown. I believe they're airing 10 Eastern, 9 Central Friday night, or am I mistaken?
I live in Mountain Time, so I don't understand time anymore.
You don't understand time anymore? That's amazing. I do know that they are airing this Friday night. The show, I believe, starts at 7 o'clock. I don't know if they're taping pre-stuff, but according to allwrestling.com, Friday Night Dynamite, May 28th, starts at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Again, that's possibly house shows as well, but check your local listings. We'll see what time they air. They have also announced they have to go to Friday next week as well. This is a big weekend. It's Double or Nothing Fan Fest is also going to be happening May 29th at Daly's Place from 12 to 5 Eastern as well. So meet and greets, AEW artifacts and relics, Jazzwares products. Do you like that?
Oh my goodness! Did they dig something up?
Well, they do have Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
Hey, that's straight from their website, fans. Head on over, and it says literally right there, AEW artifacts and relics.
It says that on the website. See, I thought that was some really funny stuff you made up.
No, I'm reading it right from their website. Go to the events section. Tickets starting at $30 for family and friends, 4-pack, $80. On sale now at AEWTix.com. I think that is absolutely tremendous. And again, they have their dates as far as hitting the road up and running here. The next date outside of Jacksonville is going to be Miami, Florida, July 7th for AEW Dynamite. Cedar Park, Texas. Boy, Texas is going to be wrestling central. July 14th for Dynamite. July 21st, Garland, Texas. August 18th, Houston, Texas. August 25th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin for AEW Dynamite. Boston, Massachusetts, September 8th. They've even got to Newark, New Jersey, September 15th. Rochester, New York, September 29th. Philadelphia, October 6th. They have literally got the year booked out. St. Louis, Missouri. These are all makeup dates. So, they've got cities that they owe, November 5th for St. Louis, January 12th for New Orleans. So they are ready to hit the road. Matthew Thomas, I don't see anything in the mountain areas yet. But, again, you got a show right before they shut it down, so I'm not worried about you.
Yeah, I got a March of 2020 show. So that was about as close to it was one week after that. But that was the week after Moxley had won the title that Sunday night or Saturday night. And this was the first Dynamite with Moxley as champion.
Yep. So, all right. Well, that is PWR today for Wednesday morning, May 26th. Matthew Thomas, you and I will talk tomorrow morning. What we'll talk about, I have no idea because there'll be no Dynamite tonight. So we will come up with something.
Yes, we will. We, you know what? We might just
we're gonna figure out what artifacts and relics means. That's
we
what
might go no run sheet whatsoever. No topic, just 20 minutes of free flow. It's going to be like 20 minutes of Meathead and Matthew jazz.
All right. So for Matthew Thomas, I'm the man they call Meathead. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning for something. So long, everyone.